Yo, firing up. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Shout out to the chat, man. Welcome to the lounge. Welcome to the lounge. Hit the like. My brother Dirty. What it do? Hopefully you're feeling better, Dirty. We're here for you, gang. Starting shortly. It's hot as fuck, boy. I'm trying to wait for this air conditioner to kick in. I'm doing a solo show now, Dirty. I'm doing a I'm gonna do a membership only after party if you want to do a panel. But it's gonna be a members only show. I'm doing my members only show tonight. So if you want to pull up to that one, we can do that one after that. Yeah, I gotta do my weekly members live stream, so that's tonight. But you're more than welcome if you want to pull up to it, my friend. Yeah, for sure, I'll hit you up. For sure, dude. For sure. So I dropped, so I'll just save it for a second. All right, let me go ahead and start the intro, and then we'll start the stream. Raider Nation, what is going on? Welcome to another edition of the Silver and Black Lounge. I'm Raider Ben, and tonight we got one of the funniest, probably most revealing quotes of Raiders training camp to break down. Klint Kubiak stepped up to the microphone and said, "We don't have any turds." Now, Raider Nation immediately had a good laugh with that one, but there's a real message behind this. Was Kubiak simply joking around with the media? Was he praising the character and work ethic inside the Raiders locker room? Or was he sending a warning that selfish players, bad teammates, and anyone unwilling to buy into the program will not have a place on this football team? That is what we're discussing tonight. We're also breaking down the biggest takeaway so far that we heard out of camp today. The culture Klint Kubiak is trying to establish in Las Vegas. The players beginning to stand out. The roster battles heating up, and all the latest story coming out of Raiders training camp today. Before we get started, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications, and share the stream out with another member of Raider Nation. And if you're already a member of the Silver and Black Lounge, get those member emojis flying throughout the chat. Tonight's opening question is simple. Let me know in the chat. Was "we don't have any turds" already the quote of Raiders training camp? And do you think Kubiak is building something different in Las Vegas? Drop your answers in the chat, settle in, and let's talk some Raider football. The Silver and Black Lounge is here. One nation, one family, one lounge. Let's rock. I'll see you in a minute, Dirty.
You say commitment to X football from player from there is history of Hall of Fame. History. That's what I all this the biggest thing that I took is I don't give a what everybody else. Truly, I really
and a fear. I lost my fucking lighter again, dude. Yo, what is going on, Raider Nation, man? Welcome to another edition of the Silver and Black Lounge. I'm your host, Raider Ben, and we got a little bit of some pads a popping today, chat. Nothing too much, just a little something we'll talk about. Let me pull this down. I don't know why this is up. All right. So we're going to start the stream off tonight, guys. We're going to talk about Klint Kubiak's press conference. We're going to go over that. Really not going to get too much into these press conferences, bro. They get long and they get boring, bro. Like, I'm not going to lie. I really don't even like watching press conferences neither. So I'm not going to get too much caught up in these press conferences. I do think what Klint Kubiak said, though, does resonate a little bit. The whole, the turd shit. I feel like there's been a lot of turds and black cloud hovering over Raider Nation for a long time. So we'll talk about that. First and foremost, though, man, if you're new to the channel, man, subscribe. Daily Raiders live stream as NFL season continues to kick off. And then once again, if you haven't already, man, do me a favor, hit the like button, as that really helps the channel grow more than you guys know. I am doing a members only post stream. So we're doing an after party stream right after this one. So if you guys are a member of the channel, we will be doing another show right after this. We're just going to hang out, maybe listen to some music or something. I'm not exactly sure. We'll go through some of the highlights and shit coming out of camp. We're just going to hang out, bro, do my membership only live as I typically do every single week. I did drop last week's members only live stream. So if you guys missed members only live stream last weekend, it is now available to the public so everybody can go back and watch it. Like I said, we're going to do some call-ins tonight. If you guys want to call into the show, feel free. First and foremost, man, before we get into it, hit the like button. Let's see what we got in the chat. Raider News Central, man. Shout out to you, my brother, for coming through. Another fellow content creator. Appreciate you, dog. We got Steelmatic. What up, Steelmatic? Always a pleasure to see you in the building. My brother, Bruce Willis, membership gang. My brother, Dirty. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. See if Dirty wants to do a live stream after this. We got Willie Wayne. Thanks for coming by, Willie Wayne. Always appreciate it. And yeah, man, I got a lot of hats, bro. My white ones are the ones I kind of keep in the best shape. So, all right, guys, let's get into the press conference. So we're not going to dive deep into the press conference. I want to focus on primarily one thing that I heard come out of this press conference. So pull up a chair in the lounge, pour you up a drink, fire you up a stogie. I got this right here for the after party, chat. So we'll be smoking this on the after party. The extra large Jeter, quad infused 2 gram. So that's what we'll be smoking on the after party, mate. 2 grams of infused hash oil mimosa. So we're gonna smoke that on the after party, bro. Shout out to the members. You guys support the channel, bro, and I really appreciate it, man. What up with you, Bloody Raider? It's my pleasure, my friend. You guys deserve the best content that I can provide, and that's what I'm here to do. All right, so let's throw it over to Klint Kubiak's presser. My Reggie keeps going out. That's what happens when you smoke Reggie. You know what I'm saying? Where's my intro? No, search right here. Bang. All right, I don't know why it got shriveled like that, but okay. We're gonna reset that. We're going to cut it and crop it. We're going to cut it and crop it. Then we're gonna shift it over here. All right. Yeah, Jeters are definitely fire. All right, so let's get, like I said, I don't want to get into too much of it, bro. Just Kubiaks, and then we'll get the hell up out of here. We'll talk about the shit that's going on right now.
All right, guys. Ready when you guys are. Let's do it.
Clint, I know as a coach you can never become comfortable, but this far.
Comment of the night, bro. Let's replay it. This is really all I want to talk on, dude, to be honest with you, because I think I could talk about this topic for a long time. So let's just replay what Kubiak said about, you know, what he's seen in camp so far.
Is there anything that you're pleasantly surprised by something as far as
I think we just have a professional players. They care about getting better.
What up, Alfredo?
You know, we don't have any turds. We got guys that want to be here, that want to win, that want.
We don't have any turds. We have guys that want to be here, that want to win. Bro, I feel like the Raiders have had turds for a long time, bro. And maybe Klint Kubiak sees that, bro. Why would he come out and phrase it as turds unless he's been somewhat paying attention to the Raiders organization, you know, over the last 20 years? And, you know, I've said this before. I feel like the Raiders are cursed. I've said that before. I feel like there's this dark cloud. What up, D-Mokes? What up, 303 Raider? I feel like there's this dark cloud that's been over, you know, the Raiders franchise for a very long time. And, you know, Kirk Cousins came out in the first day and was like, bro, we ain't got no turds here. You know, and that goes from coaching staff to players to everything. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders need to have a program, and the program needs to be with the mindset of coming in here and winning games. You know what I'm saying? We're not looking for somebody to just come in here and kick their feet up or be a so-called turd like Klint Kubiak called them. So glad to see that, bro. Michael Mayer did get smacked up real hard at practice day. I think they said he had got a bloody nose or something. So he did get hit pretty hard at practice today. But no, man, I'm glad that, you know, Kubiak kind of understands the situation that the Raiders have been in a long time with just, you know, whatever it is, the wrong personalities, whatever, bro, it just hasn't worked out. And, you know, I like that, bro. I truly do enjoy that comment right there, because I don't know if turds is the right word, but it's definitely a funny word to use to describe the Raiders organization, because this Raiders organization has been nothing but a turd for like fucking 40 years since we won the last Super Bowl, and was it 84? So, or yeah, 84. So it's been a long time coming, bro. It's been definitely been a long time coming. So excited to see what this Raiders team could bring, bro. Remember, guys, right after this live stream, we're doing members only, guys. Members only. Gonna hang out, bro. Talk some shit. Probably watch some clips or something. Hang out for a little bit. My last member show is up right now, man. So you guys go check it out. Zay said, I think this team is missing more dogs and personality, to be real. Every good team has that, and we don't got enough of that. High character guys sound good, but it don't matter if they ain't good. Jack Besh. No, I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. But at the same time, Zay, that takes, you know, to get a lot of dogs, you feel me? That takes a lot of successful drafts. The Raiders are going to have quite a few drafts in a row, good drafts in a row, to acquire more of those players. Those dog players that you talk about, bro, those guys hardly ever hit free agency. And if you don't draft them, you know, typically you don't get them. I feel you, though. I mean, we drafted high character guy in Cleveland Farrell, dude. What was it, like top 5 fucking pick? And he was mainly only drafted because he was a high character guy. So I definitely get your argument for sure. No doubt. All right, let's continue with the Klint Kubiak.
So I'm really. I was gonna do. You know what happened with Michael? Yeah, he's busted his nose open. He'll be all right.
Bro, Michael Mayer was getting physical in practice today, bro. I seen him out there trying to block linebackers in the run game, like they were trying to run the ball and use Michael Mayer as like more of a lead blocker, bro. And he was out there blowing some shit up and getting blown up. So shout out to Michael Mayer, a dude that I think can have a real breakout season for the Raiders this year, man. So excited to see what he can bring to the table. At the same time, though, I do kind of feel like he might end up getting traded, but you know, like I said before, with this entire team, time will tell. So, but shout out to Michael Mayer, man. He looks good so far. Apparently, from what I'm hearing out of camp, he looks like that second round pick that the Raiders took, you know, a couple years ago. What up, Jerry? What up, bro?
Absolutely, those guys, whoever the second and third back is, those guys have to be core special teams players.
So the question is that they asked him, what does that third running back have to look like? Does it have to be a guy that's a core special teams guy? And he's pretty much saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I think a lot of Raider fans have penciled in Laube already as that third back, because we got to see what Hemby can do in special teams. We know what Laube brings to the table. He might not be the best running back. He might not be the best special teams guy, but he can play both. He can play running back. He can play special teams. Like I said, he might not be great, but he can do it. And being able to do that will get you on the field, if you don't have anybody else that can do it. So I'm interested to see what Roman Hemby is going to bring to the table. From what I've heard out of camp so far, I haven't heard anything about Roman Hemby. So take that for what it's worth. I've heard more about Dylan Laube so far. Who would you guys rather have if you had to choose one, right? And just say Laube's impressing and Hemby's impressing. Are you guys still rolling with Laube, or are you guys willing to kick the tires on the new Hemby kid? Like, I like Laube. I think, a lot of the bad juju he has, bro, is because a lot of Raider fans try to compare him to Christian McCaffrey when we took him out of the draft. And I just think that's an unfair comparison. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I like Laube, bro. I think he's a Gruden grinder. And I like those kind of players. So. All right, so let's see. Let's continue with the press conference.
When you're evaluating them in the draft, you got to take that into account.
What up, Freddie B?
John does a great job of getting us guys that play multiple spots. That big.
Doesn't matter. Once good look like the past one day. Wait to see you
I didn't notice him. So gotta go watch the tape. Nobody threw it over his head though, so that was good.
Asked about Hezekiah Masses. He said he didn't really see too much of him out there, but he knows no balls went over his head. So that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Once again, Hezekiah Masses continuing to stack good days in camps, guys. And when you're able to stack up good days after good day after good day, makes you a good player in the league, So shout out to Hezekiah Masses. I know a lot of us have heard nothing but good things from Hezekiah Masses. He's been running with the ones. He's been sharing the ones with Darian Porter and Darian Porter and what's the other dude's fucking name? Jermod McCoy. So interested to see, which one of these guys comes out to shine. I have a lot of hope for Jermod McCoy. But it's hope, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We got to hope that his injury, is behind him and it doesn't affect him. But if he's healthy, man, that kid Jermod McCoy is going to be really special for us. And I'm excited for that kid, bro. Talk about like one of the few draft picks that we have on our team, bro, that I'm really excited for, dude. He's one of them. Like, I'm excited for Fernando, obviously, because he's the quarterback. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like, oh, I was excited for Trey Dan. I really didn't even know who Trey Dan is. I mean, Trey Dan Stoops looks like he can be solid, but guys that I'm excited for, like excited to see play, Keyron Crawford, just because I think he's going to be a pure scheme fit to what the Raiders want to do. I'm super excited to see what Jermod McCoy and then that kid Hezekiah Masses. And I'm actually excited to see what Trey Zune can bring to the table too, bro, because the Raiders need players on that O-line. You feel me? So shout out to the 17 people in the chat. If you haven't already, man, please take 2 seconds to do so. If you enjoy today's content, man, subscribe to the channel. We do daily live streams. We have 15 likes so far, chat. Appreciate you guys. We're at 15 likes. Let's see if we can get these joints up to about 20 likes, man. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to my boy Raider Dangerfield. He said, Laube is doing good from what I hear. He's a special teams guy and a gadget player. I like Laube, Raider Dangerfield. My issue with Laube, bro, is I'm afraid he's going to fumble the ball. That's my biggest concern, bro. It seems like every single time Laube, or damn near every single time Laube has touched the ball, he's fumbled it. So that's the only thing that concerns me about Laube. I think Laube's got the killer instinct to play in the National Football League. But at the same time, he's got ball concern, ball control concern. So the same thing that Mike Washington Jr. has, guys. We sit here and talk about Mike Washington Jr. Shout out to my boy Raider Knight. Just dropped some jewels, the 100 jewels, bro. Appreciate you, gang. Raider Knight. Much love, dog. Gifted 102 times jewels, man. My man. But no, man, I think Laube's probably going to end up making the team. Something tells me Roman Hemby is going to find his way onto the practice squad. Lockie Tossie, guys. Lockie Tossie's not coming back to the Raiders. everybody that thought, you know, including myself the other day, that he would find his way back to the Raiders practice squad, it's not happening, guys. Laki Tasi was signed by the Tennessee Titans. So just a little food for thought there. Shout out to my boy Zay. No, you're right, Zay. You were definitely one of the ones on here that was talking about Hezekiah. He said, I said it after the draft. Masses is a boy. He for sure gonna make it over Porter. No, I like Hezekiah Massis, bro. You feel me? I like Darian Porter too, but I think Darian Porter is still more of a developmental corner. The Raiders drafted him when he only played like 8 games at corner. He was like a wide receiver at Arizona State or something like that. I think that's where he's from. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, man, I like Hezekiah Massis, and at the end of the day, bro, may the best man win, whether it's Darian Porter or Hezekiah Massis. The one thing I do want, bro, is whatever one wins, I want them to be able to turn the ball over, bro, and that's why I think Hezekiah Massis has the upper hand, bro, because Hezekiah Massis is a ball hawk. Not saying Darian Porter can't be one, but that's not what Darian Porter's known for. Darian Porter's not even known for being a corner. So, you know what I'm saying? Fucking jersey keeps sliding up and shit the way I'm sitting. Shout out to the chat, though, bro. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, subscribe. Raider Dangerfield. Oh, we got some more gifts in here. We got Charm City gifted gold coin time 10 jewels, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all in here dropping gifts. I found out a way to activate the gifts, bro. I didn't even know how to activate those, dog. I had seen them on forget whose live stream. I had seen, like, bro, what the fuck are jewels? And I went and looked it up, and I guess I had to do like a whole background process to get the jewels and the gifts on my channel, man. So I appreciate you guys. So let's get to Raider Dangerfield's comment, man. Shout out to you guys. We got some more jewels coming in right now. Dark just gifted 30 flowers. Appreciate you, Dark. Much love, gang. So Raider Dangerfield said McCoy is dominating the second team. That's what you would expect from would have been first round pick. Yeah, I was saying that earlier. Actually, I was saying that yesterday, Raider Dangerfield. That shouts Alfredo, man, dropped the W's, 10 jewels on the W, bro. I was saying, you know, I think that the Raiders kind of have Jermod McCoy in neutral right now. What I mean by that is they're letting him just run with the twos because they don't really want to throw him out to the fire until they see how that knee holds up. That's really the only reason why I think that he's playing so much with the twos is because, you know, it's not the right now with his knee, it's the tomorrow with his knee. So they're just playing him like they said on the snap count. So shout out to my boy Captain Point, gifted the GOAT trophy, 1,000 jewels. 1,000 jewels, bro. Just earned the GOAT spot on the stream. Shout out to Captain Point, my man, bro. Always a pleasure to have you guys chilling with me tonight, man. So after this one, there's going to be a membership only stream, guys. So we're doing members only. We're going to hang out after this one, join the after party show, join the membership program. Appreciate you guys as always. Charm City with a high five with 100 jewels, bro. Appreciate you, Charm City. Much love. So Raider Nation for Life said Laubé's just good on special teams. That's it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, you're 100% right. He's kind of average and everything else, bro. And I would say he's kind of below average, to be honest. My boy Alfredo with a high five for 100 jewels. Shout out to my boy Alfredo, man. You guys are turned up tonight, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support, guys. My LA trip is locked in, guys. So I will 100% be in LA this year, bro. In about 6 weeks, I'll be in LA, bro. So shout out to everybody, you know, who's been supporting the channel. You feel me? Putting a couple dollars in my pocket. I'm giving away jerseys next month, guys. So make sure you guys are around the channel. You guys are members of the channel to get your shots to win 2 jerseys next month. And if I get 10 more members by the end of August, man, that's 3 jerseys. I'm at 50 members right now. If I hit 60 members, chat, that's 3 NFL jerseys of your choice, bro. So shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate you. Alec M is in the building. Appreciate you, Alec M. Hopefully you're doing well. My boy Nutty Raider Nate just gifted the happy poop with 10 jewels, man. Shout out to my boy Nutty Raider Nate. Just win, baby, in the fucking building, man. You know what time it is, bro. Shout out to I'm Not Bueno, bro. What's good with you, brother? Appreciate you guys for pulling up as always, man. It's always love. My boy Estrada, what up with you, bro? Always a pleasure. Porter does. So Alec M said Porter does have a way to go and learn how to tackle. Dude, Darian Porter played good last year, bro. I don't know the exact number like I did the one night, but I think it was like an 86. 86 or 85 QBR when targeted, Darian Porter, dude, and that's pretty good. That's in the upper echelon, you know, of corners. Eric Stokes, let's just put this into perspective. You guys know how good Eric Stokes played last year, right? He allowed an 82 quarterback rating. Darian Porter allowed an 86. So you take that for what it's worth, but what that tells me is Darian Porter had a pretty solid rookie year. You know, every rookie corner is going to get burned. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way they learn, you feel me, is by getting burned. But no, I think Darian Porter has a chance to be a starter in this league, you know, but he's going to have to earn it. And that's how it should be, bro. Nothing is given, everything is earned, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely with it, you feel me? You know, Hezekiah Mass is getting some run and giving him a shot. But, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, may the best man win. May the best man win, bro. I want the most competition possible, bro. That's something the Raiders haven't had in a long time. You know, we got a lot of competition at quarterback. My boy Nutty Raider Nate just dropped 10 jewels with a gold coin. We have a lot of competition at quarterback, bro, regardless of how you feel about Aiden O'Connell. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders have some true competition at quarterback. And the reason why I like it, because that's going to bring out the best in all these quarterbacks. And, you know, in my opinion, where you want the most competition, shout out to my boy Bruce Willen, dropped a duckling for 900 jewels. Appreciate you, brother. My pleasure, man. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourself, man. Having a great Monday. But no, it brings the best out of them, dude. I feel like you want to have the most competition possible, especially in that quarterback room and in the cornerback room. So the Raiders have some competition there, bro, and I'm excited for it, bro. No doubt. Let's see what else we got in the chat as I'm starting to catch up. What up, Raider 90 said Porter and Thornton had a bad practice. They might be cut. Now, one bad practice ain't going to get you cut. Porter's not going to get cut. He was drafted too high, and it's guaranteed money if they cut him. So they're not going to cut him. Thornton, on the other hand, I can't say the same because he's a later round pick, like a 4th round pick. I don't think there's a ton of guarantees in there. And yeah, man, from what I heard today, Dante Thornton struggled a lot, bro. Unable to create separation. So, you know, the route running, bro. They just said it's his route running, bro. So, you know, he's got to get better with that route running, bro. But we all kind of knew that with Dante Thornton, bro. You feel me? Like a lot of people were hating and be like, oh, well, you guys compared him to Calvin Johnson and Randy Moss. No, nobody compared him to Calvin Johnson or Randy Moss, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we fucking compared his athleticism, not his skill set, not like the way he plays. You feel me? So shout out to my boy Stillmatic. He said, I'm sending Steelers gear. You're just gonna send me some Steelers shit? He said, P.O. box? No, I haven't. I don't have a P.O. box. Have you addressed the O-line? No, I haven't gotten to the O-line yet, bro. I know the O-line's definitely a question mark. DJ Glaze got beat up all day at practice today, bro. DJ Glaze looks terrible again, chat, so I don't really know what to think of it, bro. I mean, it's only one practice, but as soon as the pads come on, bro, you know, a guy that a lot of us are critical of is getting beat right off the bat, so that's not a good sign, bro. That's not a good sign. Caleb Rogers is getting some run at guard over JPJ is what I've heard. They're obviously competing, but, you know, Rogers is getting a true opportunity. But yeah, man, the offensive line looks like shit, bro. No, they definitely do. At least at least DJ Glaze, he looks fucking terrible, dog. What up, Money Chunk? He said Mike Washington fumbled in practice, which was a concern during the draft. No, for sure, bro. And that's what I was getting ready to talk about earlier before I got distracted. I forget. Maybe I slipped my mind. I have ADD, so sometimes I lose attention. But I was going to talk about with Laube, Mike Washington has that same issue. You feel me? Mike Washington coming out of college. He's a damn good running back, bro. You know, but his issue, Mike Washington, is the ball control. He has ball control concerns. So same thing with Laube. You know, it's going to be something they're going to have to work on in camp, and I expect them to. So they're competitors, bro, and they'll get better. So, but yeah, man, we just got to continue to see how it goes, bro, day by day. Like I said, time will tell. What up, my opinion? Yeah, see, Washington fumbling a lot, yeah. A lot of young competitors at DB. We have depth, even if it's young. No, we do, for surely have some depth, bro. At quarter, at least, for surely have some depth at quarter. Shout out to 26 people, man. We hit 25 likes. Appreciate you guys, man. We're 4 likes away from 30 likes. If you haven't hit the like button, takes 2 seconds to do so. Get us to that 30 ball, bro. I hear Dante Thornton isn't doing well. No, man, he's struggling, bro. He's struggling. He's a guy that struggles when the pads come on, bro. So, you know. What up, my opinion? He said Benson's looking good. Yeah, that's an under the radar guy that I think could be competing for Dante Thornton's snaps, Chad. I ain't gonna lie. We talk about a guy that can truly take Dante Thornton's role, which is very minimal role. But, you know, I don't expect Malik Benson to have a huge role in his rookie season anyway. It's gonna be Malik Benson, bro. Malik Benson's been out there stealing the show from an underrated or from a low draft pick wide receiver perspective, dog. Like, I don't think any of us thought Malik Benson was going to be this good. Well, some people did. There were some people that thought Malik Benson was going to be good. Obviously, there's a handful of people, right? But the majority of Raider fans like, oh, he's just another late round pick that's probably going to be a camp body or something. But that's been untrue. You know, he's gone out there and he's been playing his fucking ass off, dude. What up, Arnie? Nice to see you, Arnie. Always a pleasure, my brother. Thanks for coming by the lounge tonight, man. Cheers. After party lounge show, man. Right after this one, we're going to go this one till about 9:30. And then 9:30, I'm going to shut this one down. We're going to slide over members only. We'll talk some more shit about the Raiders, man. Because I joined the membership program now between August 31st for 99 cents. If I hit 10 more members by the end of August, I'm giving away 3 NFL jerseys. I already have 2 NFL jerseys locked in. So 10 more members, I'm giving away another jersey. So we can give away 3 jerseys, bro, to start off the season, bro. The Just Win Baby podcast, the Silver and Black Lounge. We starting off the 2026 season by giving away 2 NFL jerseys. And if you guys make it possible, we're going to start the NFL season by giving away 3 NFL jerseys, man. So shout out to you guys, man. You guys are the heartbeat of my soul, of my show, bro. So I appreciate y'all for surely. Sorry, guys, I'm stuttering over my words, bro. I don't know, I have my ADD's kicking in real bad right now. My bad, guys. That's how you know when my ADD starts kicking in, because I start fucking stumbling over my words and shit. Appreciate your guys' support, though. Zay said, that's why I ain't been feeling Spytek's draft. He drafts players just because they fast. In NFL, that don't mean nothing, though, if you can't flip your hips and stop and go. Nah, bro. I mean, that was an Al Davis way of drafting for a long time, was the athleticism route. But, you know, I mean, I get it. If you can coach up, you know, some of these guys, they can be really good. Spytek is putting a lot of the future, Zay, in the hands of the coaching staff. You know, he trusts these guys to go out there and develop them. So I think that's just the mindset he's going with, and I don't blame. I don't mind that mindset, bro. If he wants to go out there and draft guys that can be developed, I like it, bro. Like, I'm not a huge fan of his drafts neither, bro, because a lot of the dudes he drafts has a scratch in our head at. Like last year, bro, the only player that had nice production was Ashton Genty. Like Dante Thornton didn't really do shit. Darian Porter looked all right, but he couldn't really get on the field very much. Jack Besh didn't do shit. Neither one of them guards did anything. You know, Tonka Hemingway got on the field at the end of last season, you know, and looked good. But outside of that, bro, that draft class was ass, bro. Alec M said, yes, Aiden will play a lot in the preseason. I expect a lot of these dudes. We got an Unk alert in the chat, man. Shout out to my man, Rulus, bro, dropping the jewels, 440 jewels for the Unk. Hey, bro. But yeah, I'm excited to see all these quarterbacks play in the preseason, bro. I think this preseason, dude, is going to be an opportunity for some of these young playmakers, bro, these young wide receivers to make an NFL roster, bro, because the Raiders have 3 quality borderline starting quarterbacks. Well, 2 borderline starting quarterbacks and a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know, you're going to have Kirk Cousins, who's we have to see at the end of his career if he's still a capable starting quarterback. But you have him, you have a borderline starter in Aiden O'Connell, and you have a rookie, first overall pick. So you damn near have 3 starters, guys that could start in the NFL in your quarterback room. So it's going to give an opportunity for some of these young playmakers, man, to go out there and make plays in the preseason and probably earn an NFL roster. So that's going to be cool. Raider Dangerfield said, I heard Zune has been playing with the 2s at right tackle. Yeah, so with the 2s, he is playing a lot of right tackle. He has been playing a lot of right tackle, and he's also been playing a lot of center. He's been playing a lot of center and right tackle as well. So definitely getting some center work. Him and Jordan Meredith are getting a lot of center work with the second team. Thornton and Jack Besh, yeah, bro. I don't expect anything from Jack Besh, bro. I told you guys coming in this year, bro. I don't think Jack Besh is going to be very good. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm wrong, but you know, based off his film, based off what I saw last year, based off from what I'm hearing this year, he don't look very good, bro. Raider Knight said our defense is dominating. Max and Jermod McCoy looking good too. Nah, bro. Max got 2 sacks on DJ Glaze today, bro, and 1 on Colton Miller. So it's good to see Max Crosby, man, getting after it. Obviously, you know, nobody has a higher motor and works harder on our team than Max Crosby. So in all honesty, bro, I expect fucking to hear these kind of reports coming out about Max Crosby. Max Crosby is going to be a man on a mission this year, bro. The Raiders didn't think he had anything left. Maybe. That's how I feel. That's why they traded him. And the Ravens were like, you're injured. And they traded him back. Or the trade fell through, whatever. But I think he wants to prove a lot of people wrong, bro. And he wants to prove the Raiders wrong too for trading him. So shout out to Arnie. Man. We got sent out by bitch. What up with you, Raider Paul, bro? Saludo. Shout out to the 30, man. Hit the like. Did we hit 30 likes? 1 like away from 30 likes, chat. Let's get it, guys. Appreciate you guys for coming by the stream, man. It really means a lot. Let's see. Question: who is Raider all-time turd ever to wear the silver and black? All-time turd. Shout out to the chat, bro. We got 30 likes, man. Appreciate y'all. All-time turd. Fuck, dude. That's a great question. All-time turd. Tyree Wilson. I would say Tyree Wilson or Alex Leatherwood. Dog. What up, Raider? What up, Money Mike? Shout out to Money Mike. Raider Dangerfield said, yo, if Benson continues to show out, that's going to be another draft steal. Nah, for surely, dog. See. These young guys will get a lot of burn in the preseason. Bro, I like the preseason, bro. A lot of people don't like the preseason. Me personally, bro, I like watching the preseason. First, number one is because I ain't watched the Raiders in like almost a year, damn near. So fuck yeah, I want to watch the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's preseason or not. I don't care if it's street motherfuckers wearing the Raiders jersey. I don't give a fuck. And then number two is I like to see our draft class, bro. I like to see how our draft class looks. You feel me? So I get excited for preseason, bro. So I know some people don't because it don't mean shit. It does mean shit. It really does, because the preseason, you'll see a lot of your depth, who's going to be, you know, your backups and shit. A lot of those guys are going to play in the preseason, and you're going to actually get to see the potential, you know, if this player goes down, you know, or this player goes down. You're going to be like, hey, man, I watched this guy in the preseason, bro, and he was kicking ass. You feel me? And you could be like, oh, what's only preseason? He's only in charge of who he plays. Like if they have their third corner out there, he's the third wide, and he's got the third wide receiver. He can't be in control of what he's not. He just plays who he plays. You feel me? So what up, Sam Tonka, bro? Been a minute, gang. Nice to see you, bro. Jamarcus Russell was the biggest turd. I won't say that, dude. Jamarcus Russell got put in a really bad situation, dog. I am not gonna lie, dog. Like, did he suck for the Raiders? Yeah, bro. But Jamarcus Russell was a baller in college. You feel me? He came to the Raiders and had a whole bunch of shit going on in his life. People started dying. You feel me? And then on top of the fact, we all know how bad the Raiders were, bro. Like, we were a fucking putrid organization. You know what I'm saying? Like, did y'all really think Jamarcus Russell was going to come over here and win right off the bat? It was definitely going to take a few years. It just didn't work out, bro. People started dying. He got addicted to drugs, and the rest is history. But, you know, like, guys that came and that in my opinion, that were turds, bro. For the number two I could think of is Alex Leatherwood and fucking Tyree Wilson, bro. Alex Leatherwood didn't even make it through, like, what, year 2 of the NFL, bro? Or he'd be out the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my opinion, though, bro. What up, Nutty Raider Nation? I love the potential in the Benson pick. No, Benson's a hard worker, bro. I forget who had him on his podcast, bro, but somebody had the coach for Oregon on his podcast, bro, and they were talking about how an extremely hard worker that Malik Benson is, and he's a super hard practicer. You feel me? He goes super hard in practice. So that was encouraging to hear. I kind of got an idea of who we were getting in our locker room, and you know, it's been nothing but that so far. So my boy Money Mike said, I am not happy that the NFL season is near. Aaron Rodgers is the king of the turds. Shout out to Money Mike, bro. And still Matic. And 2 Steeler fans in the chat right now. Appreciate you guys, man. They're big supporters of the channel, and they might like the Steelers, bro, but they cool people. You feel me? Like I said, I might hate your team, bro, but I don't gotta hate the person. Who is Camp Crush so far on offense or on defense? Like my Camp Crush, who am I excited the most for? Jermod McCoy on defense. And offensively, probably Fernando. And I don't think he's going to get a lot of obviously not going to get a lot of time to play this year, I don't think, because of how the Raiders want to go with the quarterback situation. But those are the guys I have like the biggest crush on in camp that I want to see ball out. Nakobe Dean and Walker putting in work. Yeah, bro, they definitely look good. Nice to see. You know, the Raiders probably have the best 1-2 punch at linebacker that we've had in a long time. It's not the upper side of the depth chart and the upper side of the roster at the linebacker position that concerns me. It concerns me what's behind Nakobe Dean and Quay Walker. You know, so, you know, if barring, you know, the unexpected, these guys stay healthy, I think the Raiders are going to have one of the best linebacking duos in the National Football League for sure. So let's see what else we got in here. Last year, Pete Carroll's picks. Yeah, Pete Carroll's picks they're not all Pete Carroll's picks though, bro. Like some of those were what's his face's picks too, bro. Spytek's picks. Kubiak is all biz, show your worth or you can hit the door, bro. And that's how it should be. That's how it should be, Alec M. The Raiders have been giving motherfuckers shit for so far too long. Hey, bro, you get the job and you get the job. The Raiders are over here looking like the Oprah Winfrey show, dude, giving out jobs. You get a job and you get a job and you get a car and you get a car. And man, fuck all that, bro. Raiders got to go out there and start earning some shit. You feel me? But that's my only issue with the whole Kirk Cousins shit is that he was like naming him the starter off rip. But he did say, you know, in the first press conference, he was like, Kirk Cousins going to get the starting job now because he earned it because of what he's done in the league. But he expects, you know, the younger guys to push him. So I'm excited to see what the young guys can do, bro. Like I said, I'm a huge Aiden O'Connell fan. And I think at this point in their career, I got to see what Kubiak, I mean, not Kubiak, but Kirk Cousins looks like. I've really never paid too much attention to Kirk Cousins. If I'm just being honest with y'all, I really don't watch any other team but the Raiders. And if the Raiders suck like we have the last 2 years, I completely lose I completely lose interest in football altogether. So like if the way the Raiders have been the last couple of years, I don't want to watch any other football games, bro. Like I don't even give a damn about football. When the Raiders are back-to-back years of 3 wins, dude, I just tap out, bro. I don't give a fuck about football. So I haven't really watched Kirk Cousins play except in a couple times he may have popped up on my TV. I know he's somewhat of a solid quarterback, dude, but he's got a ton of flaws, bro, that get covered up by his numbers. And he's, 37 years old and he's multiple injuries. And so, with that being said, I think Aiden O'Connell can push him. I really think Aiden O'Connell can push him. Arnie said, after 1 year, how would you grade the 2025 draft? Other than Genty, who was the best pick? Who was the worst? Jack Besh. Jack Besh was the worst pick. For sure, Jack Besh was the worst pick, dog. Bro didn't even get on the fucking football field, bro. My boy Money Mike said, I'm not joking about wanting Ruben Bain to break Aaron Rodgers. It's tough. It's tough. That's tough. Besh is a great team guy. I mean, yeah, he's a culture guy. We talked about him earlier, me and Zay, about culture guys, bro. And yeah, it's cool to be a culture guy, bro, but we've brought in so many choir boys, dude, and I want guys that want to win games. You feel me? Like this whole, you know what I'm saying, being a team player and shit like that, that's all cool, bro. But are you good at the game or not? Like if you're not good at the game, I don't give a fuck if you're a team guy or not. If I'm gonna lose with you, I don't want you on my team. I don't care fuck how good of a person you are. This is a business. You feel me? This is a business. I'm paying somebody's bills. If you're trash, I don't want to play with you. You know what I'm saying? Like cool, you might be the best human being in the world. You might give somebody the shirt off your back. But if you can't win, I don't want to play with you, period. Shout out to Arnie, said question, how much will be the first string on both sides of the ball in all 3 preseason games? I think if we get any of them out there, bro, it's going to be your typical preseason, maybe a series. We might get a series of the Raiders. But regardless, I will be live, guys, doing play-by-play for the Raiders versus the Cardinals next Thursday night. So make sure you guys are there. I'm giving away 5 memberships. So the Silver and Black Lounge is going to be giving out 5 memberships. So make sure you guys join in. You guys be part of the membership program to get your chance to win some jerseys. And if you're not a member, man, come by the play-by-play on Thursday. And I'll be giving away some memberships, bro, next Thursday. So Alec M said, Rodgers and Grant looked good when they did get to play last year. I mean, yeah, in limited reps. But it was at the end of the year, Alec M, where like nobody was really even playing no more. Like nobody was really even taking the game serious. And I hear what you're saying. I'm trying to play a little bit of devil's advocate here, bro, because in all honesty, I don't think either one of those linemen are very good neither, bro. If I'm just being honest, I don't think either one of them linemen are very good. I don't think Jack Besh, who we traded to get traded back for those linemen, is very good. I feel like that whole Charles Grant, Caleb Rogers, Jack Besh is just going to be a trio of a bang, 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 bang. We just get fucked out of all those picks, bro. But I hope I'm wrong. But neither, in my opinion, dude, none of those dudes are very good, bro. And that's bang, bang, bang with Spy Tech, bro. 3 misses in a fucking row, dude. It's fucking terrible. So they asked him who the biggest turd was. My opinion said Jamarcus Russell. I talked a little bit about that. Zay said Antonio Brown is the biggest turd. He never even really got to play for us. But I mean, I hear what you're saying. Monty Mike says Steelers fan in the morning wear pink when Rodgers was resigned. Tough. Jamarcus Russell was, Rula said Jamarcus Russell was the biggest turd. You know what I'm saying? What did Ray Knight say is Ben, you see that clip of Trey Hendricks on the Ravens practice looking slow and weak? Was that the fucking dude that fucking was running that fucking circle? Was that Trey Hendrickson, bro? I thought they said that was like a fan or something, dude. Or was that a fan that snuck into practice to record Trey Hendrickson, bro? I did see that shit, bro. That looked like somebody that was unathletic as fuck, dude. If that was Trey Hendrickson running around that circle, I didn't know. That shit said a fan snuck in, so I thought that was like a fan with the Ravens some shit on, bro. That was terrible. I did see that, bro, because they were like the Ravens traded Max Crosby back for this or something like that, bro. That shit is crazy, dog. What up, Dixon Sider, dog? Nice, been a minute, bro. Nice to see you. Shout to the 30, bro. We're 2 likes away from 35 likes, bro. 1 like away from 35 likes. Shout to whoever just hit the like button. Arnie said the biggest turd, Jamarcus Russell or Randy Moss. So close that it hurts. Super turd. Yeah, I fucking hated Randy Moss, dude. Shout out to the chat, bro. We hit 35 likes, bro. Appreciate y'all. Let's get up. Let's try to get this joint to 40 likes. Membership only. After party, man. After this, bro. So you guys join in the membership program. You guys want to join the after party? It's 99 cents between now and August 31st, bro. We're just gonna be talking some more Raider ball. Get some membership content, membership only content out there for the members of the lounge, the founders of the lounge. Appreciate you guys, man. But yeah, I hate Randy Moss too, bro. Randy Moss said some wild shit. Fuck him. Rilla said Randy Moss is a turd. Jack McDumbass a turd. Yeah, we're talking about coaches. Yeah, bro. I'd say Josh McDaniels probably the biggest turd head coach I ever seen come in here, bro. And bro, we went from a playoff team to a team that regressed to a team that was looking for a new head coach like a year and a half later, bro. Like what? How the fuck you got that team with fucking Derek Carr and Darren Waller and Hunter Renfrow balling and fucking Josh Jacobs and fucking you regress, you get worse than the 2021 team and then give up like the most leads in franchise history that first year under Josh McDaniels and then get completely fired? Like what? And then the Raiders are looking for a new head coach and have back-to-back 3-win seasons? Like what? What? Bro, why both times we went to the playoffs, dude, in the last 20 years, bro? We went from going to the playoffs to regressing. Like instantly. Like there was no, okay, the Raiders are building a playoff team that's going to compete in the playoffs for a few years, bro. And we sustain that, bro. We get to the playoffs and then we like fire our coach, bro. And we go right back to the dumpster. Happened in 2016. In 2016, bro, we made the playoffs and we fired Bill Musgrave and then boom, right back to the dumpster, dog. And then fucking 2021, we had, obviously it was John Gruden's team. He got fired, so we can't really control any of that, or he got canceled. Whatever, bro. I'm not going to get into politics behind John Gruden. That's irrelevant. But the point I'm trying to make is the Raiders went from a playoff team in 2021 to a team that won 6 games the year after and then boom, right back to the dumpster again, dog. Son of a bitch. Like, how the fuck is that even possible, dog? Like, that shit is crazy, bro. That shit is nuts. Sam Tonka said, top 3 turd is Brandon Parker. What up, Moss Raiders? Should we just sign Stephon Diggs? Nah, I'm good, bro. Allegedly, the last thing that I heard that come out about Stephon Diggs is he sexually assaulted a man. So I don't know how much truth there was behind that, but allegedly, I had seen a post that said, I had seen a post that allegedly Stephon Diggs had got like a sexual case, harassment case against a man or something like that. I'm fucking out. Yeah, no thanks, dude. He was already a fucking weirdo, dude. And now he's over here sexually harassing people, bro. That's fucked up. Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, Leatherwood was cheeks. Yeah, Leatherwood was big time cheeks, bro. Geno the turd. Yeah, Geno Smith was fucking terrible. Fuck Geno Smith. I noticed that Raider Night, always like a Raider Night joke. The moment Geno Smith flipped off the Raider fans was the moment that I said, fuck you, Geno Smith. Like, the fuck you think you are flipping off us? That's why your dumb ass looks like Daffy Duck when he got his bill blown backwards. Hey, bro, I gotta find that image, chat. That shit hella funny, gang. Hold on. Daffy Duck bill blown off. Bill blown off. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. That boy looked like Daffy Duck with his bill blown off. Holy fuck. That is comedy, bruh. That fool look like his shit with his bill blown off, gang. That shit out of pocket. I forget who said that in my chat last year in the play-by-play, dude. That was one of the most hilarious fucking things I'd ever heard in my life, dude. I think I almost spit my beer all over my fucking computer, dude. Shout out to Manuel Mendoza. I see you, bro. Thanks for coming by the stream, bro. I seen you last night in the Metal Gear Solid stream, bro. Appreciate you for coming by and hanging out. Tonight, we just doing some Raider shit, bro. Close second is Arnett for the biggest turd. Yeah, Arnett was up there for sure. And you know, I would say, if we gonna talk about Arnett, we gotta talk shit about old Buddy too, the general manager that drafted him. What the fuck was his name? I forget. Anyways, I'm sure you guys will know in the chat. The dude who was supposed to be John Gruden's like right-hand man. Anyways, he was like, I did the most research I ever did on this player. Yeah, fuck out of here, dude. That's why your ass can't even get on a draft program anymore, dude, because that terrible ass take. That shit was terrible, dude. Shout out to Xavier Foster. Thanks for coming by the stream. Shout out to 30 people. 2 likes from 40. 2 likes from 40. That shit just gigged out. Let me check something. Let me see if that changes it. Okay, yeah, that fixed it. Yeah, Mike Mayock. There you go, Nutty Rare Nate. Thanks, dude. Let's see what else we got in the chat, bro. Yeah, they said that. Somebody in my chat said that was what Geno Smith looked like, dude. Daffy Duck with his bill blown backwards. All right, let's see what we got here, man. Question: which past Raider quarterback you could not root, hoping he failed and he did? Derek Carr. Derek Carr, Arnie. To answer your question, Derek Carr, bro. Opinion said, God, I want to forget Pete Carroll. I mean, at least Pete Carroll, if there's anything good about what Pete Carroll did, bro, and Geno Smith, they got us the #1 overall pick, and they coach shitty enough for us to get Klint Kubiak, dog. So I appreciate them for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, gang. Arnie said, the only 2 picks by Pete was Genty and Darian Porter. I didn't want to play anyone else but those 2. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said, Arnie. Like, outside of Ashton Genty and Darian Porter, dude, that draft class was fucking terrible, dude. I know. My opinion's a huge fan of Kirk Cousins, bro. Kirk Cousins is all right. I like Kirk Cousins, bro. I don't know how much confidence I have in him. That's all, bro. I think he's all right. He's an aging quarterback, bro. 37-year-old quarterback with a bad Achilles and a bad shoulder. You know what I mean? So I'm just concerned. That's it. Like, I don't think Kirk Cousins is a bad quarterback by any stretch of the imagination. I think he's, probably the best bridge quarterback for Fernando Mendoza, especially with, him having some familiarity with, Klint Kubiak and the scheme and all that shit. So, but outside of that, bro, I'm just concerned. I have my concerns, bro. Shout out to Arnie. He said the Raiders are plus 2,000 to win the AFC West. Can we go from worst to first this year with luck and healthy starters? Yeah, we definitely can. We definitely could go worst to first if everybody stays healthy, bro, and we get lucky, like you said, bro. But I just don't think we get that kind of luck, bro. Shout out to Mosa. He said Drew Aller and Carson Beck look better than Mendoza right now. I'm just being honest. Drew Aller and Carson Beck are also getting a lot more runs with the ones. And Drew Aller and Carson Beck, neither one of those dudes are projected to be really anything in the NFL anyways, bro. So those dudes are both mid as shit. So It is what it is, though, bro. I don't really care. I don't care about other teams, bro. I'm not in here comparing my shit to somebody else, bro. In the most respectful way possible, dog. This ain't no dick measuring contest, dog. I don't give a fuck about what no other team is doing or what they do or who looks better on their team than ours. It's fucking training camp. I also seen fucking Carson Beck make some terrible throws, too. I haven't seen shit about Drew Aller, bro, but respectfully, dog, this ain't no dick measuring contest. I don't really give a fuck what another quarterback is doing on another team that has no fucking ties to my team at all. So Jack Besh is still struggling to make some noise. He was a second round pick and should be a starter. Jack Besh sucks, dude. I'm not even gonna sit here and keep getting into why Jack Besh sucks, dude. Jack Besh sucks, dog. My boy Dix Insider said nobody serves Bader Gatorade than Jack Besh, bro. That part, dude, is just fucking terrible, bro. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, bro. I hope he can come out and prove me wrong, bro. But I think he's fucking terrible, dog. So. And even the coaches, bro, he couldn't even make the field last year, bro. He barely even got any playing time on last year's roster, bro. You think he's going to get any on this roster, bro, when this roster is supposed to be better? They'd be better off just trading Michael Mayer and making this dude get in the weight room and put his ass at tight end, bro. So, I don't know, bro. I have zero faith in Jack Besh. He's terrible. Alec M said Randy doesn't even admit he played for the Raiders. He a punk. Yeah, bro. Randy Moss was on a show and was like, I'm not a Raider. I'm not a Raider. I'm not a Raider. Well, nobody gives a fuck, bro. You're not a Raider. Who cares? Like, fuck off. McDummy was horrible. Definitely up there, bro. With one of the worst head coaches I ever seen, bro. You feel me? Shout out to my opinion. Pete Carroll was the worst. But Pete Carroll, I don't know. I don't know if I can say Pete Carroll was the worst. Recently, bro, I'd have to say out of Pete Carroll and Antonio Pierce, he was definitely worse. Antonio Pierce was definitely worse, bro. But I don't know, bro. I don't know why I came in with so much expectations for a 70-year-old head coach last year, bro, but I did. So it is what it is. Shout out to 32, man. 2 likes from 40. Arnie said Naylor will have more targets than any wide receiver. Tucker will have more receptions than any wide receiver, but Bowers will lead the NFL in touchdowns and yards. Yeah, I think Naylor is probably going to get a lot of... No, let me see. I think Naylor gets more receptions than Trey Tucker, to be honest. I think Trey Tucker is going to average a higher yards per reception. But I think Jalen Naylor is going to be that go-to guy, bro. Like when Bowers is bracketed, I think Kirk Cousins is going to throw the ball to Jalen Naylor like a lot on third downs and shit. And I think Trey Tucker is just going to be that shot guy. That's pretty much how I see Trey Tucker's role in this offense. He's going to get like the Rashid Shaheed role. The offense, in my opinion, through the passing game is going to run a lot through Brock Bowers and Jalen Naylor, and then everybody else will just kind of follow suit. That's just my opinion. Like I said, the reason why I say that is because there's some familiarity and some chemistry with Jalen Naylor and Kirk Cousins. So, you know, that's who I think is going to come out the gates first and be extremely good for us, bro. That's Jalen Naylor. I think Trey Tucker is going to probably average 17 plus, yards per receptions this year. I think he's going to have a huge year in terms of, getting a bunch of deep shots. Rainish for Life said, did you see Jeremy Chin's response to the reporter asking if it feels different? He said it was embarrassing. Yeah, bro. He said last year was embarrassing. Yeah, that's terrible, dude. That was a terrible. But I think we all know, bro, like going into that year, I don't think the Raiders thought they were going to be that bad. You feel me? But at the end of the year, when it was all said and done with all that hype and, so many people, including the national media, thinking the Raiders were going to be good last year, including myself, I was one of them. For that to end the way it did and the Raiders have the number 1 overall pick, yeah, dude, that's fucking embarrassing. I couldn't have said that, but he couldn't have said that any better, bro. Like, that's a fact. I mean, some of you guys, I know Zay's one of them. Some of you guys didn't have no faith in Pete Carroll. My girl was one of them. My wife was like, oh, you're going to believe in this shit again? I was like, yep. And she's like, they're going to suck. You feel me? And I try to convince her every single reason why Pete Carroll was a winning coach and all this shit and why Geno Smith, played his best football under Pete Carroll and blase. And I was wrong too. So for everybody to be wrong about how bad the Raiders were going to be last year, yes, that's a fucking embarrassment. That's a true embarrassment. So that's why the Raiders had the number 1 overall pick. So. Diggs was digging in some cheeks. Cheers, everybody. Shout out to the 40, man. We're 2 likes from 40 likes, man. Appreciate you guys. Let's see. 2016, we had 12 wins and then 6 wins the next year. I think the next year, was it 6 wins or was it 7 wins? The next year is when we got fucking Marshawn Lynch. I was at that Marshawn Lynch game where he was going stupid on the sideline, bro. Where we beat the Jets. That shit was fun, bro. I had got like a video. I deleted it, bro, like an idiot. I could probably find it, bro. But I had uploaded a video that went viral of Raider fans fighting at the BART station after that game. Like this one dude like fucking bit this dude in the back and then fucking ripped his nuts from the back and shit. Like did a reach around and was pulling on his fucking sack and shit and his man jewels. Xavier Foster said Malik Benson is shining. It would be crazy if the new wide receiver vet camp bodies Besh and Thornton for spots. Both can go to Tampa for a Vita Vea trade package. Yeah, bro. I mean, I like Vita Vea, bro. I just, right now where the Raiders are at, you know, a younger team going with a youth movement and looking to build for the future, you know, trading any high draft picks for a 31-year-old, you know, veteran defensive tackle, I just don't think it makes any sense. Like I said before, though, unless the Raiders feel like they're a 6 or 7 win team, if this coaching staff feels they're a 6 or 7 win team, they could be an 8 or 9 win team with Vita Vea, you know. But if they don't feel like they're a 6 win team, they're like, oh, it's going to be a rebuild year, 3 to 5 wins, maybe 6 wins tops. Then you don't pick up Vita Vea because now you're just giving away fucking draft picks for a guy that's not going to be on your team once your team's able to turn around. That's the reason why, you know, a lot of Raider fans were cool with moving on from Max because, you know, it's cool that we have Max, but he's also an aging pass rusher, bro. And if the Raiders don't turn it around soon, by the time the Raiders are even any good, you know, Max Crosby's going to be at the end of his career. So it's just an age thing, bro. It's really what it goes down to. We don't have a win now roster. But, you know, who knows, bro? I mean, nobody thought the Patriots had a win now roster last year neither, and they fucking went to the Super Bowl, dog. Super Bowl, right? Yeah, they went to the fucking Super Bowl, dog. John Gruden drafted all the first rounds. As much as people want to bag on John Gruden for his picks, dude,
Son of a bitch.
John Gruden took all those draft picks, bro, even the ones that were bust, dude, and built that team into a playoff team. So I hear you. Like people are like, oh, I don't want John Gruden. All of his draft picks sucks. Who cares, dude? Who cares if the draft picks suck if you make the playoffs and you can win? You feel me? Like, he'll figure out other motherfuckers that work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously, he's not a great drafter at all. But guess what? Name another coach that came in here and took the Raiders to the playoffs in the last 20 years besides John Gruden. There's only been one, Jack Del Rio. Excuse me. And I would have took Jack Del Rio or John Gruden over Pete Carroll, over Antonio Pierce, over fucking Josh McDaniels again. I'd have took him over fucking almost all of our head coaches. I'd have took those 2 coaches back, bro. I'm a younger fan. I've only experienced like 2 winning seasons, bro. And one of them was with John Gruden and the other one was with Jack Del Rio. You know what I'm saying? So I know, at least I think I know, goddammit, that those 2 coaches can bring the best out the Raiders, bro. So that's the reason why people are like, oh, no, I don't. But John Gruden, not for a 3rd time. Fuck, dude, I would have took John Gruden for a 3rd time before the Raiders would have went and got like that motherfucker that went to the Steelers. What's his name that went to the Steelers, bro? Can't think of his name. Fucking that old-ass coach from the Cowboys and from the Packers. Fuck, whatever, dude. Fuck him. It doesn't matter. He plays for the Steelers, coach of the Steelers. Anyways, bro, I thought the Raiders were going to get some bum-ass coach like that, dog. My opinion said, you see Cousins sprint the field a couple days ago? Yeah, he looks fast. Yeah, he looked fast as fuck, boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Charles, you know what time it is, bro. I just don't think Besh is a good receiver, bro. Not a starting receiver, bro. He might be, yeah. I just don't think he's a starting receiver in the NFL. Charm said, don't say dick measuring too much. Jerry Jones might spawn. That was actually pretty funny. Benson is going to up the depth chart past Besh and Thornton off for sure. I definitely believe that. I think the only guy that was right about Pete last year was Severe. Yeah, man. Severe's a smart motherfucker, dude. Shout out to Severe, bro. We all tried to be optimistic. Yeah, dog. And that's the reason why I'm not being optimistic this year. I think the word is pessimistic, and I'm just playing it by ear, bro. I'm going to take it week by week, bro, and see how this Raider team looks. I ain't doing it to myself again, bro. My opinion is I had no faith in the team last season and bitched all season about them. Yeah, that team last year was terrible, dude. after like week 4, week 5, you guys knew me, bro. Like I got to the point to where I only want to watch Brock Bowers. And then once Brock Bowers got injured, bro, and I was having to watch the Raiders, dude, struggle on offense with Brock Bowers being injured, bro, that shit was like fucking, that shit was like pulling fingernails, dude. Excuse me, guys, I've been drinking. That shit was like pulling fingernails out, dog, trying to watch that team last year with no Brock Bowers, bro, because I had no reason to watch that team. I just love Brock. So, like, we were at the Raider game last year, bro, in LA, and I kept telling my girl's like, can we just leave? The Raiders suck. And I was like, yeah, I know, babe. I know. But can we just watch Brock Bowers score a touchdown? And like literally 2 plays later, he had the one-handed scooper right in front of us. You feel me? In LA last year, you know that crazy ass catch he made on the intro? That happened like right in front of us. My girl was like, babe, you're right. And then he fucking scored another touchdown. I think the other one was before that one, but he scored 2 touchdowns in that Charger game. That was the only thing that was fun about the Charger game, bro. Like the game itself. I mean, obviously I got to meet up with my brothers in LA. That's always, you know, a huge part of my life. But the game itself, I was only there to watch Brock Bowers, bro. And Brock Bowers was going fucking crazy in that game. So, you know, Brock Bowers, man, shout out to him, dude. Brock Bowers has been dominating camp as we expected. Today, him and Teron Johnson got some one-on-ones, and he was frying Teron Johnson all year. Or all day. They said it's obviously not Teron Johnson. It's just more Brock Bowers, bro. Brock Bowers is just so fucking good. Teron Johnson can't do nothing, bro. And they're saying that Kirk Cousins is out there throwing laser beams. So take that for what it's worth, bro. Kirk Cousins is out there throwing laser beams from what I'm hearing, bro. But I don't think it's really, you know, him not being able to throw the ball. It's just, you know, how long is he going to be able to throw that laser beam? How long will he be able to be protected by this offensive line? How long will he be able to stand in that pocket when the regular season starts? You know, how long will he stay healthy? You know, that's the question. You feel me? Shout out to the 40, bro. We hit 40 likes. The goals on these live streams is usually around 35, 40 likes. So we hit that goal, man. Keep crushing that goal, bro, as if it was Patrick Mahomes, bro. Crush that shit. Last season was like McGregor versus Holloway, and we were McGregor. That's a UFC reference that I can't relate to, bro. I don't watch the UFC, but if anybody knows the fuck that means, it looks like I know who Conor McGregor is. I don't know who the hell Holloway is. This year feels different. We're on to something. The reason why this year feels different, my opinion, is because there's a vision, right? Like we understand what the Raiders are trying to do. Like, is it gonna work? We don't know. We don't know. We're not for, you know, we can't predict the future, but we understand the vision. You know, they're going with the young coach, offensive minded coach with the young quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get it. You know, we finally got a young quarterback the first time since Derek. The Raiders are planning for the future. And, you know, I think that's what at least gives us some kind of excitement, right? Because if you're going to be patient, you at least want to be patient with a bright future. And the Raiders haven't had a bright future in forever. So I think that's what's going to keep butts in seats for the Raiders this year. Severe owes a Geno Smith Raider jersey. Tough. Why do you think Geno Smith was going to be good? Watch out for Benson, Washington, McCoy, Masses in the preseason. They'll be stars. Yeah, it's going to be fun to see Jermod McCoy out there, bro. So that's like you said camp crush. I don't think I've ever used that term, but if I had one, yeah, I think Jermod McCoy is the guy I want to see ball out. Exactly, Raider Nation for life. John Gruden made chicken salad out of chicken shit every single time he was here, bro. The first time John Gruden was here, motherfucking that team in 98, 97, that team wasn't very good. He turned that shit. Who the fuck is Big Croc? Somebody changed their name to Big Cock Brock Bold. That's a member. I mean, that's a fucking a moderator on my channel. Who the fuck is that? Who changed your name? Somebody changed their name, bro. Who the fuck is that, dog? Interesting. All right, it took him 3 years. Fuck Gruden. Shit, it takes every coaching staff like 3 years. It's gonna take this coaching staff like 3 years. How a Raiders fan can hate John Gruden is mind-blowing to me. Nah, bro, for real. Nah, for surely, dog. For surely, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. People, do you know how Raider fans are, though, bro? Motherfucker just find something to complain about and shit. It's just the way it is. Yep, literally, if we didn't get Kubiak, I was all in on John Gruden facts, bro. Y'all know, bro. Y'all was watching the channel. I was the same way. I'm like, if we don't get Klint Kubiak, bring John back again, bro. Because he had already won his lawsuit, so he was proven to be in the right. So the NFL had to bring him back if he wanted to come back. Mike McCarthy, yeah, that's the name I was looking for, dude. Sometimes I'd be having them brain farts, dog. I believe in nightmares, bro. Facts, dog. I don't believe in dreams. I believe in nightmares. Ending your dream. Don't forget Rich Bisaccia. I didn't like Rich Bisaccia at all, bro. He was a cool. He was like a cool. He was like a cool guy, like a feel good story and shit. But no, he wouldn't have been the answer, bro. He'd have been Antonio Pierce all over again, bro. The players would have walked all over him. I'd have preferred probably Rich Bisaccia over Josh McDaniels, but no, dude, Rich Bisaccia wasn't fit to be no NFL coach neither. Knock on wood, if you hear me, only Gruden and Del Rio did, plus Deuce Gruden, the highest tenured coach, plus faster than Cousins. Nah, facts, bro. That Gruden and Del Rio are the only two coaches to give the Raiders any kind of relevance in the last 20 years, you know, and that's my argument. Anytime, like, well, why do you want to bring him back? You feel me? Like, it's because he's the only coach I've ever seen besides Jack Del Rio bring my team from the gutter and make us something, make us, you know, relevant team in the league. You know, I've seen Gruden do it twice. I see Jack Del Rio do it with Derek Carr. So outside of that, bro, those were the I want guys that embrace what it means to be a Raider, bro. And I think that's key, bro. I say this shit so many times, chat. You have to find coaches and players that embraces what it means to be a Raider, bro. Like, we all know this shit ain't easy, bro. Like, we're always getting fuck calls. Like, the league changes rules because of us. Like, we're always getting the unlucky, the shitty end of the stick, right? And you have to have a coach and players that understand, you know, we're probably going to get that shitty end of the stick, bro, but we got to go out there and play good enough to where we don't let the referees dictate the game. We don't let, you know, the NFL fuck us. You feel me? We're going to go out there and we're just going to dominate for 4 quarters, and we're going to let the NFL figure out how they're going to stop us. And the Raiders got away with that, bro. The Raiders got away from that, bro. And that's what John Gruden, I think his mindset is. Like, he knows, like, we're going to get shit calls and shit, but he's going to say, if we dominate for all 4 quarters, we know we're going to get shit calls, but we can win. You feel me? And he got that. He had that belief in that locker room. You feel me? So, that's really what it is, bro. I think Kubiak has that. I like what Kubiak and Janoko said, bro. You feel me? It's just words, you know, but they come out and their first reasons why do you want to be a Raider? He's like, bro, it's the fucking Raiders. What do you mean? Why did I choose the Raiders? This is a historic organization with a tradition of winning. And I want to be the reason why we get back to that, bro. Those are huge words. Like, that shit might sound cliche to a lot of you guys, bro. But those words resonate a lot with me, because if he don't take that shit to heart, I'm going to hate him forever. We talk about biggest turds. This dude could become Josh McDaniels times 1,000. Because I don't take them words very lightly, bro. You feel me? Because I put a lot of my life, my emotions, my money, my time into this fucking team, bro. And when you come out and lie to my face, I don't like that very much. That's why I hate Devontae Adams for doing it. That's why I had that little tangent there with Max Crosby for doing it. You know, once you put yourself above us and above the fans and above the shield, and you become real sour in my eyes really fucking quick, bro, because I don't take this shit softly, bro. Like, I don't, bro. I'm heavily invested in a lot of what the Raiders do, bro. You feel me? So I want somebody that's heavily invested in making the Raiders great, god damn it, you son of a bitch, and you should too. I don't want motherfuckers in my organization playing patty cake, god damn it. We need to be winning some motherfucking football games. I'm about tired of goddamn patty caking it, god damn it. Fucking turd face in the bitch. About tired of that, god damn it. I'm tired of it for all of us, bro, because we're all fucking Raider fans, chat. We all deserve better. We all of us deserve better, bro. We don't deserve this shit. That's why I made that video or that short, and I said, we don't need the Raiders. I mean, obviously we need the Raiders because we love them, right? But in the grand scheme of things, we don't need the Raiders like the Raiders need the fans, because the Raiders need us to keep them relevant. We don't need the Raiders to keep us relevant, because as fans, all the Raiders do is make us get laughed at and get into fights. Now we have to fight all the goddamn time and bust people's ass, you feel me, and be thick-skinned because of this fucking shit. We have to do that because of them. It's not the other way around, bro. They make us look fucking bad, bro. We make them look good. We make the Raiders look good. It's not the other way around, bro. It's not. You feel me? That's why I proposed that question. Do you need the Raiders in that sense? Like, I don't need the Raiders for shit. I'm emotionally tied to this motherfucking team. I don't need those motherfuckers, dog, but they need us. They need me. They need you. Because if you're not buying this, you're not buying these jerseys, you feel me? They don't have no money. They can't build shit. They ain't shit. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end this stream. Members only. Members only. Raider Nation, before we close out tonight's main show, I want to thank every single one of you for pulling up, getting active in the chat, hitting that like button, and spending part of your night with the Silver and Black Lounge. Tonight, we broke down Klint Kubiak's press conference, including the quote everybody is talking about. We don't have any turds. We talked about what the comment really says about the culture Kubiak is building, the type of players he wants in this locker room, and why character, accountability, and effort are going to matter just as much as talent. We also covered the latest Raiders training camp storylines, the players beginning to stand out, the position battles heating up, and the biggest questions Raider Nation still has as we move deeper into camp. But this conversation ain't over yet. As soon as we wrap up this stream, we're headed over to the Silver and Black Lounge members only after party. That's where we take the gloves off, relax the format, pour a drink, and talk Raiders football with no script, no filters. We'll continue to react to everything from tonight's show, answer more questions from the members, and talk about everything else the lounge wants to put on the table. So every member, don't go anywhere. Look out for the members only after party stream and meet us over there. And for everybody who has been thinking about joining, this is your chance. Hit the join button between now and August 31st for 99 cents and become part of the Silver and Black Lounge. Unlock after parties, exclusive live streams, members only content, giveaways, emojis, and more. Thank you again, everybody, for supporting the channel and pulling up tonight. We'll see all the members in the after party. One nation, one family, one lounge. We out.
They didn't have to say much. This is the Raiders. You know, this is one of the most historic, franchises in the NFL with a great history that I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of furthering that history. When you say commitment to excellence, okay, and you look at the walls around here, you look at the players on this wall, and there's a history. There's a history of Hall of Fame players here. There's a history of Super Bowls, and that's.
And with all this situation, all this shit I went through, the biggest thing that I took from it is I don't give a what everybody has to say. Truly, I really don't give a.
Play clock down to 1. Williams banging up in the air, and it is picked. Knisby. He has been a beast.
I do believe that this is a game psychologically of intimidation and of fear. I don't mean cowardly fear, but fear.
Well, the Chargers and all those teams. To be honest, I don't like any of them. I hate all teams.
The other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard.
Well, the Chargers.
What I call the vertical game. We were going to stretch the field vertically. When we came out of the huddle, we weren't looking for first downs. We didn't want to move the chains. We wanted touchdowns. We wanted the big play, the quick strike. It's number one to say you want to do that. It's number two to say that you have the players to do it, but it's number three to do it. Hard. Try not to make mistakes, but don't worry about mistakes because there's only one thing that counts. Just win.
Your commitment to excellence and your will to win will endure forever. You are magnificent.